Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Belief Bag, where we talk about prophetic dreams and visions and exit and investment strategies for the wealth transfer and our crypto bags. This is Kelly, and today I want to revisit clips of a video I did back in November. Now, this video was titled God's Checkmate Timing ? And it was about what I believe to be a prophetic acronym that I woke repeating one day in July. Now, when I woke, I knew two things. The word was in all caps like an acronym, and it had to do with Nancy here. Now, as I was praying about making that video, the Lord led me to 3 videos that all had to do with God's checkmate timing. Now, one of those videos was an old dream of Sharon's with Now Daily Bread that I had never personally watched. But she had this dream the night leading into the 6th of January, and how in this dream a device was taken. Well, the next day, indeed, some were reporting that allegedly Nancy's laptop was stolen during that commotion. So I knew the Lord was showing me my acronym and that laptop were tied together. Let's watch, then I'll explain further what someone in our community sent me immediately after I made that video. So today we will begin with a word I woke up repeating on July 11th, 2022. Now, 2 things I knew about this word. 1, it was about Nancy here. And 2, it was spelled in capital letters like an acronym would be. PRAM. So I awoke repeating PRAM. PRAM. Okay, again, this was July 11th. This word didn't mean anything to me, so I tucked it away for a later date. Thursday morning rolls around and I sign into my new channel, Belief Bag. And under the suggested video feed is an older video of Sharon's channel, Now Daily Bread, from 2021 titled In God's Checkmate Timing. Again, Checkmate. My spirit zoomed in on that title, and I felt that it was important that I watch it. And wouldn't you know, one of the dreams is about the person I was praying about releasing this word on, Nancy. The Lord just keeps linking Sharon somehow in with my assignments. It's pretty incredible, actually, but I couldn't imagine being linked with a better person during this time and during this transfer. So in this video, Sharon talks about a dream she had the night before, and the dream was about the commotion that happened at the Capitol on the 6th of January and a certain someone pictured here and her alleged stolen laptop.
In this dream, I was in a dream and there was a commotion and there were lots of people running around, and it was a very stressful situation. People were just, it was chaotic basically. And so I ran and other people were running as well. And then I was going towards the back. I think I was trying to run away. I was running towards the back, and they were military people, but they were jumping the fence, coming in to the property or to the place where we were. And then I noticed, and one of them, as they came running and we were running in that direction, one of them sort of stumbled on the stairs. He kind of stumbled, and then his phone fell off. And when his phone fell off, I kind of stumbled as well. So my hand grabbed his phone when it fell on the floor, and I took his phone and I looked at him. They were the ones that attacking us in the dream. I know they were military, but in the dream they seemed to be. It was just weird. It was one of those weird dreams. I don't know if they were military. They looked like they were military. But anyway, I picked up the phone, and when I picked up his phone, I looked at him and he looked at me, and at that moment I knew that I said it to myself, I've got his phone. I mustn't give him back his phone, because in his phone will be all the information that I need, or all the information that we need, like that. And then that was the end of the dream. Now, the day that I had that dream, during the daytime after that dream was January the 6th. And it so happens that there was a commotion and a chaos in Washington. It was later on that I heard somewhere that they took that someone took somebody's laptop or someone's device or something. And it was only when I heard that I remembered my dream. And I said, oh my goodness, that was my dream. In the dream, I took the person's mobile phone, and in reality, they took a laptop. So I knew that information was true. even though the media, I don't know if the media covered it or not, but I knew that it's true because I saw it in the spirit, you know. So I knew that that's really what happened. A device had been captured by the good guys, shall we say. And yeah, but did you see how the dream translated? In the dream, it was, they looked like they were military, but in reality, they were not military. They were just bad guys. But when you now think about it, then what that tells you is that there must have been, it must be the Lord telling me that these are organized people. They may seem random, you know, and there's just a chaos happening randomly, but the ones that were causing damage and causing harm were actually organized, you know, because in the dream they were like military. They had their uniforms, you know.
Here's what I think we might see play out. I believe the acronym PRAM and the alleged stolen laptop are somehow tied together. And then get this, I was reminded of a vision I had back May 5th about this day in January. Here's what I wrote. The J6 bomb planter identified leads to unraveling of narrative. Now, I see short clips and visions, and there's not much context to go along with them. So what I'm wondering now is the word PRAM, the stolen laptop, and the package planter from that day all tied together? And will the narrative unravel when the identity of this person is discovered? Remember what Sharon said in that dream. In his phone will be all the information that we need. Now here is what Brent from Australia sent me soon after releasing that video. PRAM, P-R-A-M, is the memory that stores core details about your Mac. PRAM stands for Perimeter Random Access Memory, and it's where settings information related to your Mac's operating system is stored. Then he goes on to say, what evidence is on Nancy's laptop about January the 6th, ? I agree. What evidence is on that laptop? According to Sharon's dream, it will be all the information that they need. You see, when I got that word, of course I looked up possible meanings back then, but I had nothing to go on until the Lord led me to this dream of Sharon's about 4 months later and the connection to Nancy's device that was allegedly stolen on that day. Guys, I really do think this is all going to unravel, and I personally believe that a key to that unraveling is on that laptop. Okay, that's the update. Thank you, Brent. Sorry it took me this long to do an update video. Next, on to Flare. Flare Network, of course, has been launched, but most applications within the network are going to take some time and are not up and running yet, like minting XRP and other F assets. Now, to stay on top of updates other than my channel, please like the Flare community page and Flare Network's page on Twitter. Then you can stay abreast to all the happenings surrounding this network. Now, what is happening right now within the network and very exciting is the Flare distribution that is dropped to our wallets every month for 36 months. These distributions are nicknamed FlareDrops. This is how you can participate. Have Flare in a wallet, wrap it within that wallet, and make sure this is all done within 23 days prior to the next Flare drop. Our next drop is on May 16th. So to be on the safe side, I would suggest to have them wrapped by this Friday. You technically have 7 days after the last Flare drop to get into the next one. Now, drop 2 of 36 happened yesterday, Sunday, April 16th. So you basically have till the end of the week, Saturday, to get the next one in, but I would be safe and have it done by Friday if you want to participate in the next drop. Now, how this works is the network will then take 3 random snapshots of your wallet's holdings of wrapped Flare during the 23-day holding period. And then on the next drop day, they will delegate the percentage you earned of that month's distribution back to your wallet. Here's a quick video of me doing all this within my Bifrost wallet. I will show you how to deposit Flare to the Bifrost app and wrap it. Now, that's all you have to do for these monthly Flare drops. It's very simple. But remember, every 3.5 days, just for holding, wrapping, and delegating the free votes that come with your Flare tokens to 1 or a max of 2 FTSO providers, you also earn free Flare every 3.5 days. So I will also show you where to choose those FTSO providers within the wallet. Okay, go ahead and open your Bifrost wallet. If you're just getting started and you need to deposit Flare from an exchange, click on the blue arrow at the bottom. Hit Receive. Now type in Flare to receive your Flare address, and then you're going to copy that. Take that over to your exchange and put that as your withdrawal address for Flare. Now, when the other assets go live, like XRP, you can also get their address here. Okay, hit the back arrow at the top to go back to the main screen. Now, once your Flare is in your wallet, you're going to want to click on your Flare. Now, on this next screen, click on the three dots on the top right, choose Delegate. You can do everything you need to do from this next screen. Now at the top, this is where you wrap your Flare tokens. Remember, leave a handful or so of your Flare unwrapped. A small amount is used for gas fees for each transaction. I usually leave about 5 unwrapped. But for demonstration purposes today, I'm just going to wrap one Flare token so you can see how it's done. Now, wrapping your Flare is all you or I have to do to earn our free monthly Flare drops. That's it. Very easy. Now, below that, in Bifrost anyways, they offer an auto-claiming option for a small fee. Every time Flare comes into my account, it automatically redelegates it for me. I would never remember to do this, so auto-claiming is engaged on my account, but that's up to you. Now, if you also want to participate in the FTSO rewards pool every 3.5 days and earn more free Flare, you must do this next step also. You must choose an FTSO provider or two in the delegation section. Basically, if you pick one FTSO provider, 100% of your votes gets distributed to that provider. You can't see the providers because I already chose to, but if I hadn't, you'd see a drop-down list of providers you can delegate your votes to. If you choose to, like I did, I have 50% of my holdings going to one and 50% going to the other for a total of 100%. Note, it doesn't benefit us all to have all the same 2 providers marked. So just choose 1 or 2 from the drop-down list to start, and you can always do more research on them later. Like I mentioned, the epoch for FTSO rewards runs every 3.5 days. Mondays and Thursdays, those get unlocked. So every Monday and Thursday, free Flare comes into my account just for delegating my Flare votes to these providers. Now at the very bottom is the current information on the next Flare drop. You can see I earned a lot of Flare yesterday. 1,039 Flare was dropped to my account just for having wrapped Flare in my wallet for the last 23 days. So again, lucrative. So you want to make sure you get in on those Flare drops. So when you're ready to set up your Flare, come back to this video. If you need to know how to hook a Ledger device up to Flare, it's a little bit more involved because Ledger doesn't have a direct interface with Flare. So I think you also have to go through MetaMask. But a decent hardware wallet, D''CENT hardware wallet is pretty easy. Now, please watch the Flare Communities video that I will link in the description above to learn how to use those wallets with the Flare network. Something that has been weighing on me to share as well. If you are in the US and you are on Kucoin, have you made sure to go through the KYC verification process? Though you technically can't be KYC verified in the US, Kucoin will still raise your daily withdrawal limits from the value of what I believe is 1 Bitcoin a day to a value of 200 Bitcoin a day, if I remember correctly. I think it's going to be of the utmost importance to get off the exchanges ASAP. Not financial advice, but please watch Love is God 7's prophetic dream where he saw exchanges crumbling and people's wallets were still in them. I will link his video above also. Now think about this. If there is indeed madness in the markets that lead to huge swings in the prices of these assets, and we all start piling into XRP and the other coins that we were prophetically led to once our seed money hits, I can only imagine that these exchanges are going to have a liquidity crisis during this time. That is just how my head sees it playing out, and maybe why we are also being led to have different price points as these coins go up because of liquidity. I would make sure your house is in order. We've said this before, but like all my accounts have my ledgers updated and linked to them. Maybe even get 2 different types of hardware wallets. This has been also concerning me. I have ledger devices, but I also have a decent biometric fingerprint wallet as well. The other day, I had a problem updating my Ledger Live, and I was freaking out. So, because, of course, we've got XRP on there and, different things. So, just make sure that you're well diversified, okay? I would hate to see something happen and someone lose all their coins because something didn't update or something wasn't working. You just never know. So for those U.S. customers that want to set up their limit, search YouTube about KYCing on Kucoin. Just know when they ask for your country, you will need to choose the word others, OTHERS, because the United States will not be an option. Again, not financial advice, but that's been really heavy on my heart, and that means I must share that tip so people can get larger amounts off the exchanges quickly. Well, that's all I have for today. I will be back on soon. I want to apologize for the different background noises today. I had dogs snoring beside me and cars driving by. I had to record in multiple locations, but I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I pray for all of you. God bless.